Going live.
Big chillin', monkey chillin'.
I'm so happy you're here.
Gorilla, banana pillin'. Ape shit, your man's illin'. Evolution of a mad villain.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's another episode of Big Chillin'. I'm Billy the Fridge, and we are here live in studio. We got Grieves and Type. You guys want to introduce Grieves? You first, because Type, you were here last week.
Am I supposed to look at a camera?
You got this is the little main guy right here. Yeah.
What's up? I'm Grieves.
There you go. And Type, you're still Type.
I'm also Grieves. Fuck it.
Hell yeah, dude. Double trouble.
Today
I'm good at rapping for once.
Are you the sticky bandits or the wet bandits?
Oh, we wet, baby. We wet bandits.
Sucked up.
The Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern don't get enough credit for carrying home. Macaulay Culkin's great. Like for a kid, come on. That was
I
awesome.
just watched it. I kind of agree with you.
Yeah. It's a classic. John Hughes. John Hughes was golden, and I think Home Alone earned like over $100 million. It was one of the top 10 earning movies of all time when it came out.
Did you plan this, or are you just rocking Home Alone facts?
Just Home Alone facts, yeah. Because he said it before he went live that you guys look like the sticky bandits or the wet bandits.
I want a dark cut where they actually get hurt. You know, so it's like not cartoon violence.
It was pretty good though. It was pretty violent.
Messed up. Yeah.
There should be like an adult R-rated Home Alone.
Yeah, where the dude with the shovel does a little harder work on him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And maybe a backstory on him.
His name was Kevin McAllister.
Yes, dude.
You can't go home. Home Alone final.
Yeah, Home Alone 15. There's like 6 of them, right? There's a shitload of Home Alones.
Culkin was in the first 2. Then they went weird with the third one. And then they had a recent one. Man, the last one that I watched, it was kind of woke.
There's like a dog in it.
I think so. I had big hopes for it because one of the actors, and I can't remember who it was, but I was like, I like this guy. I think this is going to be good. I watched it. I was wrong.
That was boo-boo. Yeah.
I was very late. And I love woke content, but not my Home Alone. Not my Home Alone, man.
Leave me controversial.
I need edginess.
Well, you know, speaking of leaving home, I think Grieves is leaving home pretty soon to go on a tour. And that is called the Out Cold Tour.
What a segue.
Yeah, right?
Wow,
that was
dude,
smooth.
really
I'm like,
just...
we can't start with 5 minutes of Home Alone talk. It was, you know what the other option was. I won't bring it up. But you know what?
Do you guys remember? I think it was the year 2000, the new millennium turn, and there was this big talk about debuting like a new technology, and it turned out it was the Segway. You remember the Segway?
I mean, I remember the Segway.
Yeah, it was huge. It was like on Good Morning America, and they had it all set up for a Segway to do the Segway.
Did you just segue into Segways?
They blew it, dude. They blew the Segway.
And now it's just like mall cops on them.
Yeah. They're pretty cool, though.
They're pretty sick.
Like, I don't know how much they cost. If we can get some Segways and do like Segway derby racing.
Dude, I don't know if there's anybody in the chat that is like, if you're like a used car salesman for Segways or something, if you could maybe get a group discount.
Like,
can you get a DUI on a Segway?
There's roller derby, and then there's like crash. What's the crash derbies they do with the cars where they drive the cars into each other?
Destruction derbies. But I know where you're going right now, and I would agree.
Segways.
Yes, dude.
And we all just got like spikes on our arms and everything. That would be dope.
We could do it naked too. If you wanted to.
And we could take that on tour, and then during the day we do Segway destruction derbies, and during the night
we get drunk in a hotel lobby because we'll be so rich we won't need to rap.
The Grieves tour.
Oh yeah. Just show up looking like hammered shit because you've been naked racing Segways all morning. With rednecks.
That's the fever dream version of Mad Max. You know,
I think everything Mad Max was crazy, right? It was scary. But if you mix in a little nerdy technology, then people are going to be more into the apocalypse.
Yeah.
When you have Segways, or maybe you have like cool drones, not the scary ones in New Jersey that everybody's worried about. Which, do you have a theory on those? Or do you know?
No, I definitely don't know, but I got some homies that occasionally wear some tinfoil hats, and I don't know. I just think they're fucking drones. donuts.
Yeah. Did I tell you my theory?
Mm-mm.
So remember when our boy Luigi popped a murder on the CEO?
Mm-hmm.
The day after, those drones started showing up in the most affluent areas of New Jersey, where all the rich CEOs
Oh, so you think they're
live
like
and work in
monitoring
Manhattan.
systems?
I think they all went and bought the home security drones to like play with as like, there was a good reason for them to go out and get their drones. I can't remember the name of the company. I always forget. It's named after as Anduril. It's a sword from Lord of the Rings. Anduril is like a big tech defense. They're a big tech defense company. I bet you that Anduril is selling them like hotcakes to these billionaires.
Oh yeah, they're
and
like,
they just
woo. It's like selling
or
American flags
it's
after 9/11.
Yeah.
Or it's a service, right? Like it could actually be like
True.
a security team, and that's why they can't say what it is, because
Yeah.
then they'll be blowing up the spot.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want if it is security for like the most wealthy, you do not want to tell other people that's what it is, because now it becomes a beacon instead of protection. It's like, hey, we're right here. We're dry snitching. So I think that's why we haven't talked about it. Everybody says it's China or something. And if it was, come on, I think we'd be a little more
We would
diligent
shot him
about
out the
it.
air.
Right?
Yeah, if we knew it was, we would have shot him out the air, right?
We didn't let those balloons last too long.
The pictures of the people shooting at those were just excellent.
Remember the balloon family back in the day?
No, what is this?
There was a family, they were like clout chasers. They had I think they were on like an episode of Wife Swap or something. Their little kid, they said, got caught in a weather balloon and was flying through the sky. And they were like trying to get the balloon down safely without hurting the kid. And then it turns out the kid was just like in the garage.
Oh,
hiding.
I do remember
Yeah.
this shit. Yeah.
That was in Colorado, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I do
I
remember
feel like that was near Fort Collins.
Yeah, that's my auntie.
That was
Yeah,
actually
okay.
Grieves. Yeah. Grieves is the balloon boy.
That was holy shit. What if he's rapping right now? If somebody can look this up, he might
Yeah.
be rapping now. He's probably of the ripe age where
If he's white, I guarantee you he's rapping.
Yeah,
What's
you
the
live in
over and under
Colorado.
the balloon boy got bars though? Because he could be like a SoundCloud rapper. He could be on that mumble.
I'm gonna give him 60-40.
Yeah. Face tattoos?
Not yet.
No, okay.
Or just like a little hot air balloon.
Ooh,
That's
sick.
me.
Balloon boy.
Let's get him on a feature. Let's find him and let's get him on a song either way.
All right, boys, we're pretty cute, right?
Yeah, we're cute guys.
What's the cutest face tattoo you think you could get?
Baby Eeyore.
Ooh,
Like a little baby Eeyore, because like,
dude.
you know, I sometimes I can be a little sad,
Yeah,
but I'm also in touch with my emotions.
yeah. Eeyore was my guy.
Yeah.
Eeyore
Yes,
was
Eeyore.
my favorite. I think. Tell me, Eeyore was Eeyore your favorite?
I think he might have been the fucking worst. Is that the one that's sad all the time?
Yeah.
no,
His tail
fuck
kept
that
falling
guy.
off.
He's
You
bringing
like
the
Winnie
vibes
the Pooh because he
down.
wears no pants and walks
Yeah.
around.
I
That's
I think I like what is it, Tigger? Is that
Yeah.
the tiger?
Tigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
For one, they're
personally,
obviously mispronouncing his name. He's a tiger. His name is probably fucking Tiger. So I like that he's just shit on that way, and then he's just a psycho.
you know what the wonderful thing about Tiggers is?
He walks on his dick.
Tiggers are wonderful things.
That's true. Have you seen the live action one?
No,
It's
I need to.
actually really
Oh,
Good.
when the rights got free use, the IP was free use, and so they made a horror movie of it.
Is it fair use or
It's like
free use?
it's like on
IP.
Disney. It's not scary.
I think free use is when a woman doesn't care about consent and just wants everybody to use her.
Okay.
I'm bringing that up
Wow.
because of our song we recorded
Yeah,
today.
Yeah. All right.
You guys have already been in the studio.
Yeah, we just
since 11.
we got in at 11:30, had a little breakfast rap session.
Nice.
Ate some mics, no
But
big
yeah,
deal.
Baby Eeyore, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
if
little guy.
I would never do this, but if I did, I would get a donut monocle.
Yeah.
I think that would be lit.
That is
Yeah.
spicy.
That's you have to do that. And actually, like
I'm too
I
pretty.
got $1,000 on
God
this.
damn it!
I love
I'm too
that.
pretty.
That would be so awesome.
I know. It's so good.
I think I'd get like a Sharpie looking dick. Like it looks like I just someone drew a dick on me. while I was-
You could just have someone draw a dick on you and then just have someone tattoo over it.
yeah.
That would
All right.
actually. That's so you.
You do the donut, I'll do the dick. This is our social
It's so
life.
it's so fair. Like that's so fair too. But I
The
can't
donut
do
one
it.
is hard.
The donut it's good, man.
It's just like a old fashioned
That's-
monocle rocking right
do
here.
you
Would you do
think-
black and white or color? Would you get like
I think
some
you know
sprinkling
how
in
it's
there?
like
Yeah.
off black, like it's like almost like
Yeah.
a blue.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of like that one. It's got a little fade to it. It looks like it's worn.
Could we just start with getting you an actual donut monocle though?
I fuck with
that'd be
that.
easier.
Yeah, somebody got an Etsy page or something that could hook us up. There's gotta
And
be.
then we could just put a real dick on my face.
Which does call back to our earlier conversation.
Tour.
I'm going on tour.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Tell me, break it down to us like this. Do you have all the dates and places memorized?
I believe so.
Okay. When you tell us each date, tell us your favorite thing about that city. So maybe it's a sandwich, maybe it's a band that comes from there, maybe a movie was filmed there, or books there. So if it's Albuquerque, you're like, I like Breaking Bad, or
What if
whatever.
I don't have a favorite?
Well, then no one's showing up to your show there. That's the thing. You got to let these cities know they cities.
Whistler, BC, on January 31st. I don't know shit about y'all. I've never been there before.
It's like a skiing town, right? Whistler,
yeah.
mountain
I
town.
like that you ski. How about that?
Let's go.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
that's cool. First time in Whistler.
Yeah, I've never
that's
been.
cool. So Whistler, you got to show the fuck up for Greaves so that you
Please.
show them what Whistler's about.
Yeah, I
show 'em
need
a
to
good
know.
time. 'Cause Whistler's fun for sure.
Vancouver,
Yeah.
BC, February 1st. Chinese food.
Oh, it's not imaginary tree trunk or whatever.
Oh shit! Are they from there?
Yeah, remember?
They were the ones talking shit about you on MySpace.
Yes, because remember I was dating.
What a dumbass name, dude! Imaginary tree
Or
trunk.
it's like Imagination's tree trunk.
Whatever. Still stupid. I mean, my name's Grieves, so I don't really get to talk all
They're
that
gonna
much.
roll on you now at that show.
No. Greaves is good because if you search Greaves, you come up.
Yeah,
A lot of these rappers got names that like you search it and it's got to go for. Sorry,
you mean
type.
like type?
Sorry,
Yeah,
type.
You type and
it's rough.
But if you put in the MC type, then
That's
it
why
asks
I
you
had-
if you're 18 or older, and then you can look.
Fridge probably knows this. You know that now that's a thing, like main character type. Like people type like
Yeah.
the main character.
So
type.
now you're
Yeah.
the main character
Yeah. Now,
type,
like,
and it comes up. You're still
rough.
You're still four down on the MC type.
So Chinese food.
Yeah, they got good
Yeah.
Chinese food out there.
Okay. And that's on the 1st in Vancouver.
Yeah,
What
and
you doing
then
on the 2nd.
I'm coming home. I'm probably sitting in at the border for a little bit because custom agents just don't fuck with your boy, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think I kind of got a punch me face, and since they can't actually punch me, they detain me and fuck with me a bunch. So it's kind of
It's serious. Like I've been held at the border a few times. One time I used to go up there for professional wrestling. So I'd go to the airport and I would pick up like I'd rent a huge van, have like 15 wrestlers in the van. But like we weren't going to do like paid shows. We were going to do like buddy friendly wrestling shows. We're just hanging out with our buddies and having a wrestle.
What was the troop or? That's crazy.
They didn't really have a name. It was Van City Wrestling, were the guys we were rolling with, VCW, and it was with the ECCW guys were crossed over and connected. It's a bunch of Canadian wrestling, but they weren't supposed to work up there, and we weren't actually getting paid to do it. We were doing it for fun. But every time we hit the border, like we weren't supposed to say we were going for wrestling, so we're like. I was like, yeah, we're just a bunch of fun-loving guys. We got detained. It was not the right call.
Yeah, we all, but you know, in that case, if like whoever booked you sends like a letter or whatever, like you don't need visas and stuff to work in Canada, or in that regard to gig work.
Yeah.
So it does make it easier on that, but it's just, I think I have a bit of an authority complex, so I'd like
Exactly.
shut down around these people.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh yeah, we're looking in your butt. Come on. Come over here, dude. So yeah, nothing on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th. Just because we just wanted to bang that weekend out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
Got
it's
it, got
regional,
it.
so there's no
So you're
point.
not playing Seattle after that?
I am, but on the 6th, we'll be in Spokane.
Okay, a little Eastern Washington. Tell me what you like about Spokane.
I like the glow up, man. Spokane had a glow up. They used to be real sketchy
Okay.
out there. And you guys are nice. You got a wooden city now. Like it's nice.
Yeah,
you have some
Spokane's
chicken
dope.
wings. Shout outs to the Great Pacific Northwest, the clothing company that does all the stuff for Rainiers out there and stuff. That's a cool little town. They got a cool little like South by thing that they got going on. I think it's called Volume Music Fest or something every year.
Yeah.
They're doing it. Hoop Fest. That's tight too. It's like the biggest 3-on-3 basketball tournament in the world.
I feel like didn't like Gary Payton and Sean Kemp used to go there too.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Spokane's got it. It's all
Cool.
right.
No, I've always had a good time there. That's cool. So that is on February 6th, Spokane.
6th, and then 7th,
7th.
Portland.
Okay, PDX. It's that donut shop. The Monocle Donut
Voodoo.
Shop.
Voodoo.
Voodoo
Yeah.
Donuts.
Voodoo's cool. I like eating in Portland.
The food trucks are
Great,
abundant.
and there's just honestly, like, I love Seattle. That's my city, but I think as far as like food culture is concerned, I think Portland just kind of is as far as like variants and like
Did Big Ass Sandwiches close?
They close. Yeah, they went from the truck to brick and mortar, and that's kind of.
Are you Acropolis boys?
Is that the strip club with the steak?
With the steaks, yeah.
I've never been.
Oh, it's. I think they brought the salad bar back post-COVID.
That's crazy,
But
dude. I can't imagine.
It's like initiation. The first time you go, you have to go to the salad bar. It's got a sneeze guard and a jizz guard.
Wow, who's busting up? There's not enough ranch on here.
So I actually have like a huge problem with the face. Like if I see a sneeze guard,
you don't have to eat it, but you gotta get the bowl and you gotta go to it. You don't have to eat it.
You just gotta sit like
you just gotta have it in front of you.
Side with like a bowl of croutons and.
I think I have a buffet kink actually. I love a food that's a little sneezed on.
It's great.
I can't do it.
If you go to the strippers, like you can sit in the front row and the strippers will do all their things. But if you just go to get a steak and you sit in the second row, they'll leave you alone. You can just have a steak. It's very cheap. It's like $10 for a nice little steak dinner. Get a little potato, steak.
Nice
little steak dinner
for $10.
Nice, I'm saying.
All right.
It's a nice little steak dinner.
Little steaky mistake.
At the Acropolis. It's not in
downtown. For sure,
it's not
dude.
in downtown. You got to go like kind of a little outside of, it's not too far out. It's just the other side of the water there.
Okay.
But
I'm going to go to the strip club that sells roast beef sandwiches. That's right.
Man, a lot of those are vegan strip clubs, but they all have food down in Portland. Portland's got the highest strippers per capita of any city in the United States.
I just don't know about eating.
No, you shouldn't.
And the curb like that.
Yeah.
'Cause I just don't feel like those two things belong together.
That's why. I think that's why.
I'm assuming there's some sort of like liquor.
Have you ever eaten a full meal with
liquor,
a hard erection?
But like they have like 65 taps. They have all the full bar.
But the reason why there is food is probably because of the booze, right?
Yeah.
Because no one's like, I want to have a lobster and just fucking have a boner.
God, I wish I could have either one of those things.
I think they do like
months.
a 10-egg omelet. They have like a big burger. They got steak bites. So they got
10-egg omelets,
they have
dude.
finger food if you want some finger food at the strip
I
club.
don't want my
you can't
fingers in my
finger the
mouth
food
in the
too,
strip club,
jeez.
dude. I actually don't want anything in my mouth. I'm Lysol wiping down my beer glass in the strip club, dude.
This is a nightmare for you.
Yeah, I'm actually not down with this. I'm
so
convinced
the after
myself.
party at that show's not at the Acropolis.
It's not, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
It's the only reason I like it is because of how like dirty like the whole idea of it is.
And I'm not saying strippers are dirty. Shout out my strippers.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's all them dudes digging around in their pants, touching shit.
Yeah.
I just don't want
Pass the
sweaty
salt.
dick hands that touch everything. I'm good.
I think
I'm
the
good.
last time I was there, my roommate was just seeing his now like baby mama, and there were some guys hitting on her, and he got up in their face. It was like 4 dudes, and they
She was working there?
No, they were just there for a steak.
Oh, I was like, well, shit, man. It's not an Applebee's, fool.
Well, they were hitting on her, and it's like they were some rough and tumble guys, but we're jolly go lucky. So we grab our steak knives and we get ready to have a Donnybrook. We were gonna tussle.
A Donnybrook?
A Donnybrook.
A Donnybrook.
It's gonna be a good old fashioned Donnybrook. We got the steak knives. They're not that sharp, so I think they know that like people are gonna maybe use them in a fight.
If you stab someone with a steak knife, it's probably not coming out. It's probably a one in, and you're probably tugging.
These
on
were
them.
serrated. You're going for the jugular. You want to sever something, carotid artery.
Wow.
The knives actually seems like the worst idea out of all of this in a strip club. Knives in a strip club?
Steaks.
I mean, you can't just raw dog a steak.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy if everyone's in there just.
I kind of want to see that.
You guys almost made that a law. What happened? What was the outcome?
Well, they didn't want it. We were all ready. It was like once they realized he wasn't alone, and it was like going to be a 5-on-5, 4-on-4 situation.
And they have dishonored his family.
Yeah, it was really 5-on-4, but 2 of the 5 were girls. So I think it was basically 4-on-4.
But you guys were just ready to stab everybody.
We had to because they were tough boys.
And girls apparently.
They were
Yeah.
Sigmas.
We had the girls on our side. We had like an ex-military girl, and then just like a girl that grew up with alcoholics. So I think we
Wait. That counts as double then. You counted them as one?
Yeah,
they
right.
count as 4.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But these guys were like they were bad dudes.
So they looked
were
like
ba-
us wet bandits.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Right.
What you mean? Stop
were-
telling stories about us.
They found Kevin McAllister home alone.
I am guessing that then PDX, you pop up to Seattle. Is that the next one?
Yeah.
So
So
it's the 8th or 9th?
PDX is the 7th, Seattle the 8th.
8th, and what venue?
Madame Lou's, which is underneath the Crocodile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing that. And then we're also doing the after party. So we're staying there all night. So their earlier show is like, it's one of them 5:30 doors, shows done by 9. And then we're just gonna stay in there, do the after party. I'm flying out my homie Marley B from Tucson.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love
I
Marley.
was trying to think of like who I got a bunch of songs with. And like locally there just really isn't anybody.
Yeah,
And-
Seattle rap sucks.
no, it's great. I for a long time I was like focused on me, so I didn't like really do any like features and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think Marley and I just kind of hit a stride, and then I was like in the airport on this tour, and I was like, wait a second, we have like 6 songs together. That's enough to like do something, like he comes out, he can headline it, and then we can just pepper in the songs. that we've
That's
done.
gonna be great. Yeah, you guys have got a good vibe together.
I think I met Marley through Megaran back in the day.
Probably. They're both AZ cats.
Yeah.
And Marley's like, he's wanted it for a really long time. He's super humble.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
He was out there with Dizzy Wright for a long time. He did some shit with like Exhibit. Just a good dude, hard
Yeah.
worker, great MC.
Have you listened to Mega Ran's kid rap album, Rap for Kids?
No.
It's awesome.
He was
It's
talking
called-
about it. He pulled up on us in Salt Lake City like a year or 2 years ago, and he was talking about it.
It's great. It's great. It's called Buddy's Magic Toy Box. I've been
Is he
showing
a dad
it to
now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he
Okay.
made it. He wanted something that his son could listen to.
Yeah, I now that I'm a dad, I like understand that shit so much more.
Megaran is such an asshole because like all his catalog is something his son could listen to.
Yeah, like, no, I need
he
to
just
make.
makes like really like
Yo,
He
so
was a
chill
teacher the whole
nerd
time
music.
anyway.
Yeah.
you remember
yeah.
the Biggie song, Give Me the Loot, Give Me the Loot?
Yeah.
He has a song about fruits and vegetables called Give Me the Fruit, Give Me the Fruit. And what's her name raps on it? You rapped it there before. She's from Phoenix as well, I think.
Whitney Payton?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
yes.
crazy.
She raps about berries. It's very wholesome.
And when I call Megaran an asshole, it's because he made something even more kid friendly.
No, fuck you, Mega Ram. We love you.
No, he's the best. He's the best.
Yeah, he's
great.
He's,
Great dude.
he's the man.
Cool. So that sounds like fun. Seattle, you should get your tickets fast because how big a cap room is that?
It's only 300. It's
Right,
halfway
yeah.
sold out.
There you
There's
go.
only 10
Get your
VIP
tickets now.
tickets left.
Yeah.
For both Portland, there's only 8 VIP tickets left.
It's a VIP. They get to
Steak.
take a picture with you.
They get a steak, a lap
They get a
dance.
steak. They get to try and stab you. With what? A
Yeah,
tote
they
bag,
get
a
a
poster,
monogrammed steak knife.
monocle donut,
Yo.
a real penis on their face.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what's in the VIP package?
It's way less cool than that. It's a tote bag.
That sounds cool.
That is big enough to carry a vinyl. And the reason why I decided to do that is people are constantly complaining.
They buy the vinyl. They can't carry it
and
around.
they don't want to carry
Yeah.
it around. I get it. I got some tote bags.
Got some solutions for you. Get
so
the VIP.
There's
tickets.
that, and then it comes with some temporary tattoos.
Okay.
Actually, semi-permanent is what they're called. But I think they're just temporary.
I mean,
tattoos.
We're all gonna die, right? Every
Yeah,
tattoo
yeah,
semi-permanent.
I like that rebrand though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says semi-permanent, and they definitely came from China. So we will see how long that
Oh,
shit
that's
stays
on
on your
forever.
skin
That
for.
is on
Right?
forever.
Feel
Semi-
burning.
The semi-permanent face tattoo that might be a risk.
There's gonna be some people most likely sticking it on their face. So,
You have been warned.
and then you get a signed poster from everyone in the tour, which I think is always cool. But especially on this tour, I got a friend of mine coming out from Australia, horror show, who I've been a big fan of for a long time. We first met in like 2011. I was on his record, King Amongst Many, 10 years ago. I was blessed to actually go out and do that anniversary tour with him in Australia, which was a dream come true for me.
Yeah.
I showed up to the Melbourne show.
He
'cause I'm
did.
right over.
He pulled up.
And this was fascinating for me because usually I've seen Grieves play hundreds of times,
Yeah.
and usually it's 500 people all singing the words, crying, and this crowd was definitely Horshow's crowd, right?
Yeah.
He was killing it. But in between songs, I was hearing people yell, "Do a shoey!" And I was like, "What?" And so I mean, he won the crowd over, killed it. Got off stage. I'm like, "What the hell were they yelling at you, man?" He's like, "Oh, they want me to pour a beer into my shoe and drink it." So Australia's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they party hard, dude.
Yeah.
When we landed, it was like a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday, and we go back to our hotel. It's a long flight, right? It's like a 20-something hour difference, right?
21 hours from New Zealand, so Australia might be
I think it was 20,
they're
maybe
behind,
22.
right? So lose 19 or 20, yeah.
So it was a lot, right? It was like
Yeah.
time traveling a day.
Yeah.
And so we got there, weren't really jet lagged because it was almost like going a whole day. Plus we popped some trazodones on the airplane. And then got there and we're like, all right, we got 2 days in Sydney before we played the show. Let's do some dumb shit. We walked down to the Opera House and they got these dogs down there, like pigeon dogs. They just chase pigeons away and they wear vests. It's like pigeon
So they're like
attack
government
dogs.
employees.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love working dogs.
Dude, it's sick. And they're just wandering the waterfront and shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want to be. I want to be a pigeon dog.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Call
what
me a
you put-
pigeon dog
There's
now.
your kid rap album now.
Hell yeah,
I'm
pigeon
a
dog.
pigeon dog.
All dogs are good boys, right? If you could be a good boy with an official title, oh
Dude,
my God.
and
That's
like a
official good
tactical
boy.
vest and
Yeah.
shit, dude, but not be like a scary like Nazi dog.
Yeah.
Tight.
When
Yeah.
I flew to Tbilisi, Georgia to film a commercial for NASDAQ in the middle of the,
Did you say Tbilisi?
Tbilisi,
Like
Georgia.
like tabloid pussy? Tbilisi?
Tbilisi. Have you never heard of
Guys,
Tbilisi?
some of that Tbilisi? I haven't
There's
heard of
a
Tbilisi before.
Yeah, it's
So like
a,
when
it's,
Britney Spears was
it's an
always getting
awesome,
front page?
It's an awesome place, but they have literally town dogs. Like no one owns dogs. The town owns them. So they wander around and they have tags, so they've been vaccinated. Like they tag their ears,
Yeah.
and they just have public feed bowls, and it was weird and it was cool.
Honestly, I can't say no to like a rabid dog.
No,
like if a
there's-
rabid dog's coming around and he's got mange or something, I
That's
still
your
want to
shit?
pet him.
Wow.
I can't not do
Yeah.
it. I love
I'm gonna
dogs.
fuck up out of there with that.
Yeah, I can't. I will probably get tetanus. Like I will risk it just to pet that dog.
I love you.
Like, cause he's a good boy and someone didn't pet him. That's why he got here. Someone
That's
failed
true.
him.
Or he was a real piece of shit and he's out there.
I don't think dogs are pieces of shit. I think people fail dogs.
That's true.
I
I
really
actually
do.
agree with you.
I could be wrong though.
But yes, anyways, we landed in Australia, went and saw them cool ass dogs, took the photos, did all that stuff. And then we just realized that everybody was drunk.
Yeah.
It's like midday on a Tuesday, right? And
Yeah.
then we realized, why are they dressed like 1920s prostitutes? For real shit. And we're like, and I hit dude up. I was like, hey, do we die? Like, did the plane crash? And now we're like in this weird fucking place where there's pigeon dogs and like 1920 like flapper girls walking around out here. And he just laughs and he goes, no, mate, Australia's got a drinking problem. And I was like, okay. It turns out that it was like the Derby, like the Australian Derby or something like that. But it was such a normal thing for him that he didn't even think about the Derby.
Yeah,
He's
no
like,
warning.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
people are up at 7 a.m. going fucking crazy.
I love that.
So they get drunk. It was crazy, dude. I learned about the bubbler too.
Oh, the
Okay.
bubbler's great.
I tried to out like edge.
Yeah.
Oh, we've edged. Yeah, we can definitely.
I tried to out edge. Like we were in Brisbane, and they were real drunk. They were having a good time. That was probably my favorite crowd. Like that, it was like, I like that. But yeah, there was like a big old sweaty dude that was like, "Take a shoey." I was like, man, fuck this shoey shit. I was like, I didn't fly 20 hours to drink out of a shoe. I came here to do bubblers. And like the crowd goes quiet for a second. He's like, bubbler, which is
Do you know what the bubbler is?
I'm not
Frisch?
familiar. Yeah, I need to know.
I mean, long story short, you're pissing in your own mouth. That's what it is. So you you drop trout. Yeah, let's just
Take it up a notch.
cut straight to the meat.
I'm
and
not
potatoes
drinking out
here.
of a shoe.
Okay.
I'm peeing in my own mouth.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need the long story
you just,
long.
No, you just bend that fucker back.
Mhm.
You just bend over as much as you
Shoot it up
can.
like a
Your
drinking fountain.
pee-pee?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
You're
drink the
drinking
fountain.
your own pee-pee?
So
Maybe you don't have to swallow, but you definitely have to get a little.
You made
going on?
this party-hardy alcoholic crowd pause
Yeah.
for a second and be like, no, this is good. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I thought they'd be like, okay, he knows, and then they're like, piss in your mouth, bro.
yeah, they're
Do
like,
it.
now do it. Now do it.
Did you?
No, hell no.
Okay.
I thought
I'm
thought
old. I
that
don't
was-
even know if I have the prostate strength to get the piss.
Yeah,
that
I can't
far
do that
up.
now.
I thought that was the wildest shit I had ever heard. And what I really love is collecting these terms I don't know from Grieves when he goes out on tour. When I learned about soaking, the Mormons, I loved that. But there is one I learned in New Zealand I don't think you know yet. And I'm so happy to bring it to the table. Do you know what bird bathing is?
No, I'm not even gonna guess.
It's where you make a cup out of your balls and pour a beer in it. And then your friend
Oh, man.
drinks it like one of those like metronome birds. Sip by sip until it's out.
So
I
it's
feel
like
like-
a bat wing.
Yeah, you
with
bat
some-
wing,
yeah,
fill it up with your beer.
I feel like this
Wow.
is something no one has done, but I know that's not right. I know people have done this.
Well, the rugby players apparently there was like a rugby team that one of the dudes did it online where he's pissing, he's doing the bubbler, and then it became a thing. I don't know if it's like a thing, like what's the thing, the king punch in Australia, which is why you can't go and get like a shot of Jameson and pretty much everywhere we went, because there were people getting hammered and doing something called the king punch, and they were killing people because they just run up behind people
Oh,
and
that's the
fucking
worst.
punch them right in the back of the head, like where your spine meets your
What the
skull,
fuck?
and just fucking killing people, dude.
Yeah, they need Segways down there.
They need Segways, and they need
Dial
to
it
pay
back.
more attention than pigeon dogs and how they live their lives and how they feel.
Yeah, I don't want to tell them how to live, but I got some suggestions. Fuck.
So we got to there from Horror Show, which
Yeah.
is the main support, and then you have
Yeah. So what I meant to say out of all that is pigeon dogs are sick, and we should have them here. No, he'll be here, and he'll be at the VIP because this is his first U.S. tour that he's ever done. So I kind of get to return the favor.
Yeah.
I wish you know I'm not as successful here. We talked about it. It's like this is a bigger place, right? Australia is smaller. You can stick to the markets and just it's just different.
Yeah.
And then here it's like you can play a show literally every day of the week and just take a day off to like call the suicide hotline and then get right back to it. Like you can work your ass off in this region or in this country 2 months straight, really hurt yourself doing it.
Yeah.
And like he's not really used to that. And it also opens up the market. It's like, well, I can't be successful in 250 cities everywhere I go. I'm not that caliber of an artist, right?
Yeah.
So this is his first tour out here. It's going to be a lot of shows in a row that he's not really used to. They don't drive out there for tours. They fly everywhere because everywhere's so far apart.
Yeah.
So it'll be a new experience for him, but he'll be at the VIP. It seems like there's a lot of fans that really thought they'd go their whole life without getting to see a Horror Show concert. So I'm really stoked that not only just my love for hip hop has like allowed me to create this experience, because not only just for other people, but this is a cool thing. Like I'm really excited to bring him out here and do this. So those posters to me mean a lot because, that's, every signature on that poster matters because it's like this moment that happened because of how hard everybody worked.
Yeah.
So I'm really stoked on it.
that's very cool.
And then, we went straight from pissing in your mouth to me being like,
Right.
I would pee in this man's mouth.
I would.
for the-
Yeah, if he
That's
needed
how
me
we
to.
roll.
If he got stung by jellyfish in his mouth, I'd be the first dude there to piss in his mouth. Speaking of that shit, before we go on to the next day, you ever heard of sea lice?
Sea lice?
Sea lice. I think it's like baby jellyfish. Someone's gonna tell me I'm wrong. That's
Yeah.
fine.
If anybody watching right now knows about sea lice, give us the entire breakdown. One of you can Google it and post it in the chat, please.
Let me know. If
It's when
the
C
real
clips
deal.
gets dandruff.
Oh.
But I got it in Jamaica when I was a teenager, right? My parents took us on a cruise or
Is
something
it
like
like
that.
ocean pubes?
No, they like sting you.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So I got it and I got it up my shorts, like
You got it
Oh,
rectally.
no.
all over. I kind of wish. Although either
Oh,
way,
no.
the story is bad.
Oh.
So we're on the beach. I'm freaking out because I'm like, you know, my shit's on fire. And the guy on the beach, he's laughing. He's like, "You got sea lice," and I was like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "You got to pee on it, right?"
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't really like.
It was before you knew about the bubble.
Yeah, I guess I could have like laid down
You
and
need a
just like
friend
kind
to
of
pee
pissed
on
up.
you.
Well, the only person I was with was my dad, so the only opportunity, the only option was for my dad to piss on my crotch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which I just wasn't gonna let happen.
Really?
I love you, Leon, but I think our bond is strong because we didn't allow that to happen that day.
Dude, Leon has
Okay.
peed on me
Jamaica.
several times.
My dad would have pissed on me hella quick.
I don't think he said no. I think it was me that
Yeah.
was like, this shit is just never gonna happen. I will die here on this beach if
But
I
you
have
survived.
to. I'm here. Yeah, yeah,
That's a redemption story right
yeah.
there.
So there's that thing.
But one other thing. So, in addition to Horror Show, there's another group that opens, right?
Yeah, the Street Sweepers from Salt Lake City, which is kind of like a super group of Salt Lake City rapper
Two of my
guys.
favorite dudes. I don't know the third guy, but I mean their music's dope. But I love Ocelot.
Yeah,
I love
from way
Ocelot.
back.
Yeah, way back.
We know him
He's
from
on a
way
song
back.
with Dell.
He got a song with Razcast coming
Yeah,
out in a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
days.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
He's fun. And then remind me homie's name that like freestyles really well again.
Dumb Luck.
Yes, Lucky.
Yeah,
Love those guys. So if you get the VIP, you get their signatures, and if the VIP sells out, they're gonna bird bath. You heard that from me. Ocelot and Dumb Luck are gonna bird bath at the.
That's crazy. You guys,
I love you guys.
All right.
You guys are the best. You got a bird bath now. If
And
it sells out,
Zach Ivy is the other. He's the other part of that trio.
thank you. Yeah.
Great dude. So yeah, moving on from there, we go from here on the February 12th, we go to Boise.
Favorite thing in Idaho is the potatoes, Mad Row.
I like shout out my homie Axiom the Y is out there.
Okay.
And they got a knitting factory. I really like working with the knitting factory. They've been really good to me. So shout out to Knit and every city that they
Dope.
exist. Moving on from Boise, we go to Salt Lake City. I love Salt Lake City. I've always loved Salt Lake City from
Really pretty.
back when we were doing shows at Kilby, like way back. Like I've always felt that they've been like fighting the stigma of like, because anytime I bring it up, people are like, "Oh shit, you're going to Salt Lake City with a bunch of Mormons." It's like,
Yeah, the crowd knows, and the crowd gives you the
Oh,
most
God.
energy you'll ever get. Like, and that's
They're
gonna pop
great.
so hard with Street Sweepers on the show too.
yeah,
That's
it's,
gonna be a wild party. What
The-
venue's that at?
that's at the Urban Lounge. We've been doing it.
Oh, love Urban Lounge.
We've been doing
too.
it there every year because Lance and Will they've booked me in Salt Lake ever since the Kilby days. So
They're the best.
I'm loyal to the soil when it comes down to that with the promoters. Like if you put that faith and energy into me,
Yeah.
I don't really want to work with anybody else. Plus, I'd rather just keep our relationship that way. So yeah, shout out. I think it's S&S Presents is the name of their company. But I love Salt Lake City. I got a lot
Yes.
of great friends out there. There's probably not enough for me to say. but,
Grab those
like,
pre-sale now. That's definitely selling.
Get 'em
that'll
now.
be
Definitely
that'll be a
selling
good one. They've upped the cap at Urban Lounge quite a bit.
Nice.
So it might not sell out because I think it's like 500 people.
Yeah,
in
you
there
got that. You got that in
I
SLC. You do. You do. I've seen
Well,
you
y'all
do.
better start buying tickets
Yeah.
now. Then. Let's see. If we're going from there, we go to Denver.
What
for
day is Denver?
Valentine's
14th?
Day on
Valentine's
the
Day.
14th.
Ooh,
Nice.
you got a date with Grieves, Denver.
We really do.
Muy
I'm,
romantico.
I'm pretty excited about that one. I think we are gonna try to do something silly.
Speed dating during your set.
Not too far off. Not during my set, but I think we were gonna like. VIP is sold out in Denver, so we were gonna raffle off like a candlelit cocktail with me before the
Yes.
show at my buddy's bar next door. I'm so sorry, Spencer. I forget the name of it. But it's like a plant shop and a bar, all in the
Nice.
same thing. It's pretty sick. So we're gonna do something. I think you got to like go there and buy a cocktail, and might come with a ticket.
That
And then-
sounds like you're gonna want to get on that. That sounds fun.
And then we're gonna have a very awkward dinner after I do an 8.5 hour drive to get to fucking Denver by 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Grieves
So-
will be your Valentine.
This
Yeah.
video is still floating around online. And in 2011, when Grieves was doing his tour for Together Apart, Prof was main support. And when we got to LA, they set up a little table out front of, what was that dope venue? The classic
The
venue?
Troubadour.
The Troubadour.
Mm.
And they ate a tin of cat food while Budo played the trumpet.
But do you remember why we ate that cat food?
I mean, you guys are fucking psychos. Yeah.
No, you remember how mad I got in Canada because Prof like stole it from a gas station, and I was like, bro, you just put everyone in jeopardy of ever being able to come back to Canada over a fucking can of Fancy Feast.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was so
Canada
mad.
is too serious.
I
about
I didn't
so
even get
mad.
into that leg of the tour.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And he, Prof is like,
The bar
he
is called the
snaps out of it,
Marigold.
right?
By
And he's
the way.
like, oh, fuck, I'll eat it. I was like, no, we're fucking eating it. But at the biggest sold out show of the tour, which was LA, because it's like $5.50 cap at the Troubadour.
That is still on YouTube. It's findable if you just type
Dude,
in the right
it's-
stuff. It's funny.
It's so stupid.
I'm being told that the bar that you'll have Valentine's dinner at is called the Marigold.
Yes. Is it Spencer?
Brittany is in.
Oh,
in the
Brittany.
Yeah.
Shout out Brittany. Brittany, sweet little Brittany. She's been coming to our shows in Colorado since she was a little kid, and her parents were fans and brought the kids, and now she's like 20 something years old.
That's
And
so
she comes
cool.
out with her boyfriend, and he takes video, and his friend Alex takes amazing photos, and they've become kind of our like Colorado community. But she made me this viewfinder. Like when you were a
Yeah.
kid.
Oh yeah, I know of you.
And it was just like every year of like her
Wow.
life growing up with our
Wow.
shows.
That is
and
super cool.
It just like ruined me, dude.
Yeah, that is so.
Into tears.
That is so sweet.
It is very sweet. Shout out to you, Brittany, and your dad for implementing that in your life. I think that's
Type,
really
what's
cool.
the sweetest thing
that
any
is the
fans
vibe.
ever done for you?
Well, when I played that brewery we played, Hood
Yeah.
Canal, shout out to Hood Canal.
Yeah.
This mushroom farmer showed up with a gigantic bag of mushrooms for me. And he actually
Our
brought,
love languages are very different.
Yeah. That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah.
Man, if you've never been to a Grieves show though, that's the vibe. There's what he just described. It's absolutely, it's
Yeah.
like it's awesome. So don't miss the tour. You go from Denver to where?
Fort Collins the
Fort
next
Collins.
day, which is kind of
Hometown.
kind of.
That's where Balloon Boy's from. Is Balloon Boy opening up? Is that?
We don't know, dude. If you are there and you are the Balloon Boy and you got even just one song,
bar, just one bar.
you if you got 16 bars, you can open the show.
Balloon Boy.
I'll put you main support. I'll send Horror Show home.
Just bring him out in the middle of your set.
Dude, I'll give you 10 minutes of my set.
Bloom Boy on the track.
Crazy, yeah. That's facts. If you're real. So yeah, Fort Collins, same thing. Like, just I love Fort Collins. My family's there. My parents are there. Lots of old friends. First stage I ever put my feet on was the Aggie.
Starlight? Oh.
With Aggie, where we're playing.
Okay.
So just a lot of core memories for
Yeah.
me. And it also was one of the places like back in the day when we were really having a hard time here. You
Yeah.
know, it was a place that we could always go to and, catch some stage time and like be in front of actual fans instead of, back in the day here, it was like just playing for a bunch of rappers with their arms folded. and
Yeah,
shit. There wasn't really like a local scene at all.
A lot of the shows would have been better if they were a potluck.
Dude.
Do you remember that surprise birthday party we threw for you though? That was in the back of like a Thai restaurant.
At the Jai Thai, yeah, on Capitol Hill. I do remember.
I feel like Macklemore played a song at your birthday party.
He did. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
In a Thai restaurant for a surprise birthday party. There were like that. I think Ricky might have too. I mean, that was a pretty dope
Maybe,
lineup.
yeah.
If you, I forget who all.
Dude.
I don't know if
Definitely-
I've ever been inside a Jai Thai. I think I always missed out on those nights.
Is it gone?
I have no clue. It probably is. That area looks so different now.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
So yeah, Fort Collins. We'll start fucking pounding through these ones. Fort Collins, and then straight to Santa Fe, Meow Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
So
That's
single-handedly, I love Meow Wolf, and we get to
Yeah.
play there, so that's sick.
You're at Meow
We're
Wolf.
playing at Meow Wolf.
I
We sold it out last time, so pull up on your boy.
I mean, that
That's
thing
one-
will sell out if Bubble Boy is playing.
Yeah,
because,
that's one
that
that like
Balloon
I
Boy.
would be one. I
Yes.
almost want to go to see.
Let's fly. Let's fly out and see
I
that
think
show.
my lady's flying out with the kid.
That is so
'cause
cool, yeah.
We
Oh,
get it,
that's gonna be dope.
we
for
get
a
it
kid
to
see.
ourselves for an hour
Wow.
afterwards.
Oh
Wow.
So I think that would just be cool for him.
Yeah.
He's
and
gonna dig that. That's
He's
awesome.
gonna love it.
awesome
Um,
experience.
Billy, if you want to come, you just let me know.
I'm-
So
I'll
what
see if I can make it.
what date is that one? That one's got to be what, the 16th?
That's the 16th,
16th.
and then we take a break for a day on the 17th, and then we drive to Durango for the 17th. Because Durango is one of those weird places. It's so small that you can't really go there on a weekend because everybody works on the weekend because it's like it's an industry city. So it's like everyone's a bartender or something. So they're working on the weekends. So Tuesdays are Fridays there,
Mm.
which is extremely valuable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Because normally
Durango.
that's a day you got to take off.
Yeah.
So to go there, and last time we sold that out as well, last April. So, and that's just a cool. We've been going there for a long time. I almost went to college there. I was madly in love with this girl. And
Was that the girl who lives there? And then I stuck her foot in my mouth and said it tasted like a bike tire.
probably,
Yeah, bike
Yeah.
tire.
yeah,
That's my favorite thing about Durango.
yeah, bike tire,
Bike
for sure.
tire.
Yeah, man.
Miss you, boo.
She's got hella
go.
kids now, doing
Their
great.
feet taste like bike tires too. Wait, I stricken that from the
Am I-
record. I'm
am
not
I-
talking about
Nope.
sucking kids'
Nope.
toes.
Nope.
No,
And then-
not the
Disavow.
computers.
Quickly moving on from
Disavow.
Type's comment, we are
Computer's gonna
going
explode.
to Tucson on the 20th. Tucson, also one of those towns that we went way back in the day. Had some wild times at. Marley B lives there.
Yeah.
My buddy Dre lives there. Hotel Congress, which is where we're also playing, one of the most haunted hotels in the Southwest. John
Yes.
Dillinger used to escape there when he was on the Lam. It's just a cool place. I would be there even if I wasn't playing there, but bonus points, we're playing
Yeah.
there. So love it. And then next day, Phoenix, also another deep rooted in my career. It's a place that I've been going for a long time. Be nice to have some sun on my nuts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro?
And,
So
and Megaran and Mouse Powell are gonna bird bath at the Phoenix show. So
please, yeah, that's actually the opening act. Is
You
them
know a
doing that.
Jaeger bomb? Can you drop like a shot of 151 into the bird
Oh,
bath or
dude.
something?
Oh,
Would that be okay? Is that possible?
I mean,
set it on fire.
Yeah, flaming bird
flaming
bath.
wow.
Let's go.
That would be crazy.
Cutthroat would do that for sure.
Yeah, Cutthroat actually, Cutthroat hit me up recently.
How's he doing? I love that.
I think
guy.
he's good. I don't know. It's like on social media, so he like said something crazy in the comments. I was like, holy shit,
Cutthroat's the man.
still
Yeah.
alive. Shout out Cutthroat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Phoenix and then San Diego. I used to live in San Diego. My good friend Mikey's out there. The Casbah is just a fun little rock and roll club. Always really enjoyed playing there.
I remember driving by the Casbah.
Yeah,
and I
it's
was like,
sick.
it looked cool. I was like, that looks like it's something special.
It's a staple. It's been there
Yeah.
forever. Like,
not too far from the airport, right?
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there.
So
You can
is our
walk to your
yeah,
flight.
Main dude Adios gonna roll through and say what's up.
I don't know. I should reach. I should reach out to
Heck
Dose.
yeah, that's a good dude.
When is the San Diego show?
That's the 22nd,
Second.
and then February 23rd will be in LA. I haven't been to LA in a long time.
Yeah.
where are you playing in LA? What?
The Lodge Room in Highland Park.
Lodge Room.
I've never
Interesting. Okay.
been.
You think it's like a
It
Illuminati? meetup?
definitely is.
Yeah, it sounds like
I
it.
had to give them blood.
to
send them blood.
Just a little blood. Like, why are they asking for my blood?
You
I
gotta
put
submit
out
your
the writer.
23 and me to get in. It's not.
You hear about that shit? How they're selling 23andMe?
Well, that's not
So they're
good.
selling all your DNA
Yep.
data.
Yep. See.
Yeah. You got to
Do we get a
cancel
piece
that.
of that?
No.
'Cause I'm pretty sure I bought in when I sent my blood.
Now the chances of you having to fight your own clone in the future are
I welcome
yeah,
it.
fight. That's what I'm gonna do with my clone.
I welcome. Yeah, right.
I've been on this one for a while. Is it masturbation if you sleep with your clone? I'm on the side of, you know what? I'm gonna bang my clone either way. I don't care what
would
you
you
guys
want to? Would you be
Yeah, dude.
attracted?
What if your clone won't even consent? Like,
I know what he would do. I'm him. We're gonna be blowing each other for like days.
I know I wouldn't fuck me, so I'm
Mm.
not gonna happen with me.
I think you're probably in that rare pool of people that might actually be true. I don't think I could fuck myself. I'd be worried about how the other me was feeling the whole time.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
I'd take me out to eat. Like I'd be pretty chill, like, going out to eat.
You guys
by
will
myself.
never see me again once my clone is around. I'm gonna be busy.
This guy,
Dude, I'd put that fucker to work.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, looks like we're touring 12 months a year now.
right?
Ooh, you ever seen what's that show on Apple TV that's about the half of you works, half of you doesn't work? Man, I think it's like Severance or something like that.
Okay, I haven't watched it.
It
Thanks for
is
spoiling
so
it.
good. No, that's
Okay,
that's the whole.
It's Adam
premise.
Scott stars in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is so good.
And that's a
reminded
clone
me of
thing?
that. Yes, you kind of.
And
So
they're
it's like-
sucking each other's
So
dicks
one of
or what?
no, it's not that good. That was
It's Apple TV, not HBO. Type is just literally thinking
Yeah.
about
No,
sucking.
I was picturing the
himself.
cast of Severance
Oh, okay.
sucking themselves. Pretty
Okay.
good scene. Yeah, no, that would work. So San Diego was what date? 22nd.
The 22nd.
22nd.
And then the 23rd, which is my birthday, is Los Angeles, California.
right. Highland Park
Yeah.
at the Lodge Room.
Yep.
And then is that end of the run?
That's the end of the run.
All
And
right.
then I think we're announcing a whole other run on Monday. So it's just, bro,
Nice.
I'm working
Nice.
hard in 2025. But we also have a grip of music coming out. Took me a long time to concede to this like single kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you know, I've been doing it recently and it seems to be paying off. And I see like the monthly listeners really going up. And
Okay.
I just don't love it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Fridge and I are only doing double discs. That's all.
right.
I'm
Going the other direction.
simultaneously working on a record while doing the singles. So it's kind of like this. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but the music's great. I'm not concerned about the music. The music is awesome. The process itself is so weird to me.
Yeah.
Because you used to just kind of sit down and like put everything at a project. But you know, we did those Why Not records and we just dropped projects on, and I was like, wow, why care about one song when you could have 8 songs? And here you go, here's 8 songs today. It's actually not how people want it. If you look at the analytics on that record, when you start getting to 5 or 6, the plays go down.
Mhm.
People don't actually listen through the record anymore. They say,
Yeah.
give me a song, every 3 weeks, and I'll put 500,000 listens on that, regardless of what it is. But if you give it to me all at once, I'm not gonna listen to those.
It's
ones at the
option
end.
paralysis. We're so lazy.
Yeah.
We don't want to choose which song we might think is good. And then you defiantly don't want to pick the one that everyone else likes. So we're just being contrarians here and listening to nothing.
It's interesting, man. I watched like Webby do it with the Webby Wednesdays, where he just like releases a song, every couple weeks throughout the whole year, and then compiles this record, and then maybe puts a couple different songs on there. But like, it's just, part of me feels like I'm doing a disservice, right? Because I'm like, I'm not giving you a record. You've already heard this, and people are like, yeah, I've already heard it. I like this. Thank you.
So
And you're
now,
like,
since we've heard it, we want the album.
yeah, and it's like, okay, so they want the tangible piece to support or whatever, but like,
So you and Chris Webby just did a song recently, right?
yeah, Jax Teller.
And that is from a project of his?
It's on his last Wednesday record, which is like his last. He's gonna pivot. He's been doing
Really?
this for 7 years. And
Gay porn, bird bathing? What's
both? Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah,
okay.
both. No, he just his format really worked for him, and I think he's just like, he's probably good if it
Yeah,
if
he
he doesn't
crushed
do
it.
anything else for the rest of his life. But like, I think now that he's set up so well, he wants to kind of maybe try something that's a little bit more rewarding artistically.
Awesome.
I also don't really know the true answer. I just, via my discussions with him, and I was working in the studio because we had a lot of days off on that tour, so I was working in his studio and like watching him come in and being like, yeah, I want to be working like this more. Like, it seemed like maybe he was ready to,
That's cool. I hope you find something engaging that he loves as much as he did kill it with the rap stuff, because he certainly had some good
yeah. I mean, he's
projects.
still gonna be rapping.
Yeah.
I think it's just, maybe he's gonna go to albums. Who knows? Shit.
Our buddy Profil's in a movie this year.
Yeah,
which is pretty
it's like
interesting.
a takeoff of Monster, right? Or like another like.
It's like a horror thing, right?
Well, no, I think it was that movie with the movie Monster.
Is that with
They got the rights.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it has something to do with that.
That's a
Okay.
Monster Universe.
Is he gonna
now?
get killed?
So the Monsters Inc.
I wasn't ready for the Is he about to roll up with John
What?
Goodman and Billy Crystal?
I think
Let's
it's
go!
like a continuation or some shit like that.
Okay.
Interesting.
I could also be wrong, but I saw somewhere that they bought the rights
Okay.
to that. And
That's sweet. Yeah, I know nothing about it, but if he gets killed in it, I'm gonna watch it over and over.
dude, I hope he has a sex scene in it. Just a sweaty,
with his clone.
bald-headed.
Yeah, you're gonna see him bird bath his clone.
Yeah,
and
he's sucking his own clone's dick. Fuck.
Rich
Damn it.
regrets knowing
Fuck.
it. Yeah.
We just lost all the gompos in the.
Sorry, guys. This is our public apology.
So the new projects you're working on, production-wise, you producing all this stuff? Are you working with other
A
people?
lot of it. I actually got a really cool song with the guy that did a lot of production for Watsky. His name's Kush Modi.
Nice.
He sent me this like kind of a skeleton of a beat, and I just like wrote like 24 bar verses. Like, just
Yeah.
I love it. It just, I don't know.
That
like,
feels great when you don't stop at 16 because you're just like, it's not
yeah, you're
done.
like, no way.
Yeah.
I need 2 of these.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. I'm really excited for that one. We're working out some kinks with it. There's just like
kind of kinks.
trying to get it to suck its
Clone suckage.
We're
cloning
it. So yeah, and then I've done a lot of the production. Pants has helped with a lot of it.
Nice.
There was some moments where we would just like go rent Airbnb like out like by the water somewhere and just.
Is this the first? So Pants, obviously a big part of the live show, usually plays stuff. Is this the first release that he's on, or has he been on production in the past?
He did some work on Let the Devil In,
Ooh.
which is a huge song,
Yeah.
and I think he might have done some work on Man Down. No, he did I'll Be Better with Jaga.
Oh, cool.
And he's the one that brought Jaga to the table too.
All right.
Yeah, he did more work on the Confessions of Mr. Nice Guy record. But yeah, it just makes sense. You know, I want to be able to
Yeah.
cut him in on things beyond the live show because I think we're both, me for sure, I'm getting older. You know, I'll be 41 this year, and I just
Yeah.
like I'm starting to feel it in my bones a lot more that I can't do this forever as far as like just beating myself up on the road. And then, you know, incentivizing him with a little bit more mailbox money to like
Yeah.
find a little bit more interest in it beyond just like playing keyboards and drinking Jameson.
Obviously, we're big Pants fans. For those of you that seen Billy in the Sex Dungeon video, that's Pants.
He's great with the camera. He does really cool shit. Like he's just like an overall like pretty creative guy. But you know, he's been with me for 8 years on this journey, and I just like, yeah, I really want to see him start eating off of like that, because eventually I just won't be able to tour anymore.
And the origin of the nickname Pants is because he likes pants?
He refuses to wear them.
Oh, okay.
So the only pants that we can give him is a nickname.
Okay.
when we did the Sex Dungeon shoot, like, I knew he was a professional, but even like there was like a little extra like glee in it because we're
Yeah,
just
you're
like,
Oh, the whole crew was like, you're
Yeah.
never going to get this assignment again. Yeah.
I think there was like a couple people that were just there to hang out at the dungeon, or maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard some, like his dad was like taking selfies and
Yeah.
there should be like, whoa.
I didn't want to out the dad, but yeah, he was kicking it. It was good.
Hell yeah.
It was a very fun shoot.
Oh
That seems
man,
fun.
I can smell that video. Dude. When I can smell that video, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, the Sex Symbols video shoot was a one and done.
And it didn't get pulled off of YouTube. It's living.
I just got age restricted, so it's up there. But Billy has a censored version, which is not age restricted, or that get
I don't think it's age restricted. We did the digitization of all the
yeah.
dillies.
crime scene, the sex dungeon.
You gotta blur out a dilly.
I didn't blur them. We got them blurred. We had. Did we
I
send
blurred
it-
the dillies.
did
I
we-
spent a
you
lot of
did-
time looking at that footage.
You were just tracing them, the pixels.
I was just trying to find real ones. I'm like,
Just
where's the real ones?
rotoscoping dildos.
Oh, it was fun though. It was a really fun shoot. Pants was dope. He
Yeah.
killed it.
Yeah, he said that he loved that shoot and he would love to do more like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, we got a song about petting dogs.
Of course.
Just straight up about petting dogs, and we're gonna get Pants to do a video in a bar with dogs.
It sounds like something you're going to be
People
really
hear it,
into.
they're like, "What's the metaphor? What
Yeah.
sort of sick
We're
stuff
like,
is
no,
this?"
it's
And I was,
You
about
call back
anything
to
else.
Billy's previous thing where he said he was ready to risk life and death just to pet a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's nothing.
Oh, it's gonna go down at this video shoot. Yeah.
We should do like doggy makeovers. Find like the most mangiest dogs and like clean them
Holy
up. That would
shit.
be like a
That
before
show
and
would
after.
go the fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
That'd be cute.
I'm into it.
What's the today? Like sex symbols is the one we did with Pants at the dungeon.
Yeah.
We kind of had a follow up song today that we were working on.
Yeah.
Should we spoil it?
Nah. We don't want to give away too much. I think we might make it just an animated movie when we put it out. Like it's like
The whole
13
album.
songs. Yeah. I think we might do that though.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna hire like obviously cheap labor. Like
We're going Fiverr on this
we'll,
bitch.
we'll get canceled because of the working conditions of who we hire.
Yes. That's part of the experience.
It's crazy.
It must be sweatshop made.
Wow.
I think we can pronounce it Sweet Shop and get away with it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
These
who's
are
a good
Sweet
boy?
Shop cartoonists.
Sweet job.
That's Fiverr is not a sweatshop thing. That's just
No.
that's just
It's like a voluntary sweatshop. They
Yeah,
are
yeah.
underpaid,
You
but they
just go where
sign
the
up for it.
dollar
Yeah.
is worth more, you know?
yeah.
Right, because I'll be paying someone like $40 USD for a saxophone solo, but the dude's in India or Colombia or something, and then it's an okay session fee.
North Korea actually had a huge animation boom back in I think the 60s or 70s. They sent people from North Korea, I believe, to Ukraine or something. It was somewhere outside of the area to learn animation. They have some really nice animation that came out of North Korea. Propaganda stuff.
Do you know? Did you hear the news about what happened in North Korea recently?
No.
Kim Jong-un has illegalized eating hot dogs. This is true news.
Man.
They
North
made it
Korea.
illegal to rip down a glizz?
Yeah.
Wait, really? Did
Seriously.
they have hot dogs?
Right?
Not
Like,
anymore.
Is he
I-
just banning something that they don't have and be
I-
like, oh, look at how powerful I am? I don't know why it sounds like that.
I feel
but
like their options are very limited. And maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
is
How
there
many
just-
penis-shaped foods are there? Really, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like these.
come
Every food is penis-shaped.
Yeah.
starting with penis itself
Yeah.
and working backwards?
Next thing you know, this dude's gonna make it illegal to suck your clone. I'm just not cool with this.
We got to take down North Korea,
Yeah.
man.
First hot dogs, then clone sucking.
That's
It's-
interesting. Is it? Did he say why? Or
Yes, it's too like Western culture.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's
That's
even though
wild.
technically the Frankfurter is a German thing.
Yeah, exactly. Is he consider Germany Western culture? Is he hate?
It's probably just like these damn whiteys be eating these dick-shaped fucking
Does
foods.
he not have a good one out there?
I think he's fighting his urges. I think that's-
He's never
Yeah.
had a Chicago hot dog.
Yeah.
That's his fucking problem. He likes the Bulls bringing out fucking Dennis Rodman and shit.
Dennis Rodman brought Trump and Kim Jong Un together.
Yeah, see, he hasn't had a right hot dog yet. That's the problem.
Should we invade North Korea? Just bring them hot dogs.
Dude, what's the movie where they say something?
The interview.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually got really mad. And they're like, if you put this movie out.
Oh yeah,
Like
I was
s-
actually scared that that was going to cause
Sony
something
got
bad to happen.
majorly hacked, I guess, about it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it was. Maybe that's what they said it was for, and it was like them
Maybe
trying
we
to
shouldn't
cover
be
it
saying
up,
this
but-
live on YouTube. Actually,
I think we're just offering a good hot
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. We're literally not threatening North Korea.
No,
we
man,
want to
a
give them hot
peaceful-
dogs,
A
though.
peaceful sit down, you know?
Yeah, would you play North Korea if Kim Jong Un was like, come on?
If he sat down with me and ripped down a glizz,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I will say this right now. I will eat
Yeah, oh, come on.
every dog. I'll go dog for dog with Kim Jong Un.
You're a dog guy.
Yeah, I'll go dog for dog with Un. I don't care.
Oh, I have a strong feeling you'll fuck him up.
Give me a Coney. Give me a chili dog. Give me whatever it is. Give
This
me
is
a
your form
Chicago
of
dog.
patriotism.
Give me a Seattle dog. You
Oh.
like the Seattle dogs?
With
oh,
the
Seattle
cream
Dog's
cheese
that's
and
my
the-
favorite.
Yeah, it's so good.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
will go dog for dog just for peace.
Dog for peace. You heard it first, America. Right here, dog for dog with Billy the Fridge.
There's not many things I would do for my country.
No, there's
I'm
many things
rather
I
lazy.
can
A
do for my
glizz
country.
off.
Yeah,
I would glizz off.
I will glizz off.
Who's
for my
the
country.
Michael Jordan of hot dog eating? What's his name again?
Joey Chestnut?
Yeah, there it is. Where would you lie on you versus Chestnut? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm not.
That's a different
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
They like train their bodies to do that
Yeah,
shit.
I was like an amateur competitive eater, and I won a hot dog eating contest, but I think I only did like 12 dogs, and Chestnut does like 70.
In the what's it
Oh,
like 5
no.
minutes or something?
Yeah, I did a hot
They
dog
like
eating
dunk them in the water and shit.
at VidCon. I had like a bunch of YouTubers at a house party, and they were like, "Let's see who can eat the hot dog the fastest." I had one down in like 8 seconds. I was
Bun?
smashed. Yeah,
What are you
bun and
doing after the
everything.
podcast?
Man, type. I am not your clone, but if we gotta save North Korea,
This is for Kim Jong-un.
type in Billy free North
Crazy,
Korea.
dude.
Corn dogs. Have you had a Korean corn dog?
I have, yeah. Those are great,
Woo,
man. I
those
had like
hit.
a ramen covered one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like a corn dog too.
Yeah.
I like them.
What's your like mecca on the road? Like you're driving. We're talking like let's say any city, any area, gas station like food. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't expect it to have something good.
But man, see,
Better gas stations on the East Coast, I would say.
oh, like gas stations and shit, like like Buc-ee's.
Yeah, Buc-ee's
You
is
get
nice.
the brisket is nice.
You ever do Sheets? You ever go out northeast?
Well, if I'm in Northeast, I'm gonna do like Wawa.
Yeah, I'm a
Mhm.
Wawa guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I always bring up Sheets. It's cheaper, but Wawa's better. The Wawa has
That's what I'm saying. They got good
It's
sandwiches.
active at night
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
dude. This Wawa's going crazy. Yeah, and then there's what the fuck is?
You ever do the
just-
catfish at the Shell station on Beacon Hill?
No, but I know exactly what you're talking
So
about.
good. It's
Yeah.
nuts. I don't know why it exists. It's so good.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it
That's
was.
crazy.
I went there with this YouTuber, Airsoft Fatty. He's like just this
Yeah.
crazy guy. He's famous for playing Star Wars. Like he does Star Wars lightsaber battles. He is the funniest man.
All right.
He's a yapper, but he's so confident in everything he says. Hilarious guy. And had a layover in Seattle. I was like, man, we gotta go hit up this gas station.
And get this catfish.
Yeah, I took him to 99. I was like, if you want, he's like, where can we find some girls? And
He
I'm
sounds like Mickey the Mouse.
My
Gas
guy-
station.
my guy. I'm
gas
like,
station on
I'm like,
Aurora.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to 99.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take you to see the wonderful working girls of
Yeah.
Seattle.
You take him on the whole
Working
stroke.
girls of
Yeah,
Aurora.
yeah. I took him, got him right up to the Chick-fil-A, and these two girls. These two girls are right outside the car window, and one walks up the car, and she's like, "Hey, baby, what do you want?" And he's like, "How much for me to go down on you and fuck?" And then she's
Bold
like,
move.
she's like, $100. And he's like, how about her? And then he was just like strong arming these girls.
Wow, he's fucking haggling prices.
And then he turned her down. And
I didn't know you
"Ah,"
can
he's like, now
bargain.
let's go drive around
This
some more.
changes things.
And then he was just turning down everybody. I think he was just trying to strong arm girls. I was like, we're going to get catfish. We're getting out of here, man.
Damn,
We're going
wanted
to
to
the
go
gas
down
station.
on an Aurora prostitute.
Yeah, I know, that's holy.
I think he might have
out
just
of
been
pocket
messing
as
with him.
fuck.
He's crazy.
Maybe just to set
Damn.
his palate up for the gas station food, I guess.
Wow, he's like, yeah, I gotta fucking zap my tongue for this gas station
Wow,
catfish.
Airsoft Fatty is a madman. I love that guy. He's so funny.
That's
There was
amazing.
that shit on. You remember there was this? Maybe it's still there. The Shell on Denny.
Mm,
They had the barbecue over by the robot room.
Mhm.
okay.
Yep.
That shit was smacking.
Yeah. Some Shell stations have heat. I don't know
Yeah.
how it like what their
'Cause-
franchising options
yeah,
are.
yeah. Well, yeah, you just a family buys it and they're
Yeah.
like, also we're selling tamales out of this bitch, and they're buying.
Yeah.
There's a liquor store down by like when you're going towards the Golden Gardens in Ballard, right across from the Taco Time, and they have like a taco bar in there.
In the liquor store.
Yeah,
That's
it's
tight.
sweet. But also, you're competing with Taco Time. I'm a big Taco Time
I like Taco
person as
Time.
well.
What's
But
your
shout out to
taco?
that liquor
What's your
store.
taco time order?
Man, I love the 2 crunchy beef tacos combo with the tater tots and the hot sauce. And
The hot
then-
sauce is mid, dude. I gotta
like the
say,
hot
I like
sauce.
everything about Taco Time, but that hot sauce is.
It's not hot. It
Shit
tastes
is
like
whack.
tomato sauce.
Yeah, it's like tomato sauce salsa.
The sour cream. For some reason I like the Taco Time sour cream, but I always get their crisp burritos.
Oh yeah,
The,
those-
the round
The peanut shaped
looking
Oh, you're
things.
gonna,
yeah.
you're gonna say like this?
Yeah, they're
You
like
say
They're the ones like, yeah, yeah.
I roll with the.
those are good.
dirt.
You can buy those like frozen from them, and
But why would you, right? For
Because-
people who don't know, Taco Time is a Northwest institution. It's like they have like
it's
13
different because there might be
locations.
people watching,
Yeah.
Colorado
Yeah.
or whatever, that they're
And
like, that shit is boo boo.
They do have other Taco Times that
Yeah.
are not the same as in Seattle.
Yeah.
Taco Time is a fresh Mex option.
Yeah, if you want to be a dick about it, you got to call it a Taco Time Northwest, right? That's
I suppose, yeah. But
Oh.
I'm from the Northwest, so why would I? Why
I
would
believe it's actually franchised or not franchised, but like the business name is that because that's the Northwest is the one that has like the fresh ingredients and shit like
What's your not Taco Bell like fast food taco spot? Or, like when you're out and traveling, you have one.
Oh man, I mean Arizona's got like Filiberto's.
Filiberto's, baby.
Oh,
Philly
yeah.
beans.
it's so good. Yeah.
Yeah,
you ever
we
hit
used
up
to go-
Taco John's?
Oh yeah, first time I ever took acid was in 7th grade,
Yes.
and I fucking lost
Yes.
my mind. And I was at a 7th grade dance, and I lost my whole entire shit. And I went across the street to a Taco John's, and I was like filling up the drink for probably 10 minutes. It was just
Yes.
overflowing, and then I just decided to hurl it over the fucking counter and run away. Yeah, dude.
I knew the Taco John's would spurn something. I just
Taco
had
John's, man.
had it in my heart and mind that was going to be trigger something.
I don't even know if I've ever eaten at a Taco
Yeah.
John's, but I.
You've assaulted the workers.
Yeah, dude.
People in California will ride for Del Taco.
Del
Yeah.
Taco's okay.
I don't
had
know,
Del
yeah.
Taco.
Okay.
Late night drunk ass Del Taco.
I can
Yeah.
do the Jack in the Box tacos. I actually kind of like the Jack in the Box.
I feel like
tacos.
there
They're
was like a
super
point in my
gross, but
life where
smash
like
'em.
that's all I
They're
could
2 for
afford.
$1. Like,
Yeah.
how can you
Still?
be mad at that? Yeah, you have to use the app.
Did you ever hear the Rudy story about the 20 tacos?
No.
So Rudy he went to UW. He was at the Jack in the Box on like 50th, by where Ted Bundy used to live. That is completely irrelevant information. But he decided he was going to eat 20 tacos.
On 50th?
Yeah. And so he's sitting there with his friends. They're all drunk and stuff. And none of them had requested that he eat 20 tacos. But he's mowing them. He gets to 19. And then he just starts puking all over the place. And he's like, bros, I'm so sorry I didn't get to 20. And they were all like, we don't know why you're doing this. You know,
No
like,
one wanted
what-
you to get to 20.
You were not under contract to eat
Yeah,
20
yeah.
tacos.
Rudy's absolutely the man.
You know what?
Incredible dude.
Taco or whatever the Jack in the Box tacos reminds me of this place because we would come to these sessions, be here till 4 a.m,
Yeah.
and then I don't really think about anything when I'm in the studio, and then the second I get outside, I'm like, I'm hungry, I gotta pee. I haven't had water in 7 hours. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
my body's like just comes out of this thing. And we used to stop on the way back to Greenwood and get
Yep.
that, and like the milkshakes are pretty fire. It's been a long time since I've had Jack in the Box, but I
Yeah.
remember the milkshakes being pretty fire.
Yeah, it always was a heartbreaker when the milkshake machines were down.
Did you ever do the Grimace shake when that was out here? Did you try that?
I did,
I thought it was so disgusting.
What
It's like a blueberry flavored
but
shake.
it's purple. But
It's
it's blueberry
purple.
flavor.
But
Why didn't they just go ube?
That would've been
I wonder
better.
if McDonald's just ain't got it like that.
They're just like, nah,
They're
white
like, no,
people.
yeah, they're like, this needs to sell in the South.
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
Now that's something we can get behind. That's American as hell.
This Grimace shake tastes like Huckleberry. I'll drink your Huckleberry.
What did it taste like?
well, to me, it tasted like blueberries.
It was blueberry. It was.
But that's not good.
I mean,
Wasn't good blueberry.
look, it's if you have it once, it's like okay, like this tastes like Grimace. I'm fine. Moving
How?
on. But you should never have it twice.
You just move on from
You
that
should-
comment.
You should never have it twice.
Grimace's clone disagrees.
It was the Grimace shake thing. It was great. It had like a viral video thing where someone would get their Grimace shake. They were really happy. They would
Yes.
drink it. Then they would like be murdered.
It all went
and
to
they'd be
shit,
covered
yeah.
in the Grimace. Like
That
it
was a
blood.
good-
That was a good
one.
meme.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
not hip.
I love that one.
I think I missed it. There's like a rip in my space time continuum.
Can I
where
ask
just-
you?
Like you have
in
a kid and then you miss all the stupid
Yeah.
stuff that people spend all day online
Yeah,
doing.
This
yeah.
is like a very kid dad related question here.
All right.
Are you a Costco guy?
I do have a Costco card. I hate going to Costco because I do have panic attacks, and that
Okay.
place just seems to rip them out of me, man. But yeah, we only have one kid, so
Yeah.
it's not like I feel like I'm not at Costco
You
level
need
yet.
10,000 diapers though.
Straight up, and even then, like my lady is like, "You aren't putting them diapers on him."
Oh
right?
no.
No, hell no. We were getting these fancy ass
Okay.
coterie diapers.
Charcuterie?
Pretty much.
Couture?
Carcucci
Couture?
diapers.
Carcucci?
Yeah.
You got the Carcucci?
Got them Carcucci joints. So, he was in like deluxe diapers.
Nice.
Which, if we have a second one, he's getting Costco diapers.
Yeah. I'm a big Costco guy. I love Costco.
Back to the glizzies, man.
Yes,
I like to power move and get the glizzy first,
There's
and then do my
there's
shopping.
a CEO that Luigi's gonna pass over. You don't kill the 99-cent Arizona tea guy, and you don't kill the $1.50
unless they
guy.
raise the prices to like $5, and that guy needs to get a bunker.
Did you hear the Costco like founder or whatever when he left his job? He told the successors, "If you raise the price of these hot dogs, I'll fucking kill you." He's threatened death on them. So he's like Team Luigi.
Yeah, he's an American hero.
He's Team Luigi. He don't give a fuck.
That's crazy. Yeah, I like to rip the glizz while I'm shopping.
Yeah,
I like to make eye contact with the fruits and vegetables and shit.
You ever go for a chicken bake
at Costco?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's like a whole ass meal.
We do be getting dad shit. We get the pizzas. They're great for parties.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? You know, if the kids don't eat it, they take one bite and they'll be like, back to bullshit.
Yeah.
The Costco pizzas are a lucrative part of a child's birthday party for me.
Yeah.
So
I want to rest in peace to the Costco combination pizza. Used to have the combination. It had all the toppings, little, olive, green pepper, onion, the pepperoni. I think maybe
like
even
a Supreme.
sausage. Yeah, it was a Supreme.
Gone?
It's gone. Now they just got the cheese and the pepperoni.
You stick to what you know. You know?
Well, it lasted for a long time. I think it was not cost effective because now you can't get sauerkraut with your dog anymore. You used to be able to ask for the sauerkraut.
They still got it in Tacoma.
What?
Yeah, but it's self-served though, so I'm not touching it.
Oh, I will.
I'm not fucking with that self-touching sauerkraut.
Drive down on the way to Portland to get the steak. We'll grab some sauerkraut and then bring it with us.
You get the one in the one by Tacoma Mall.
You go out at all when you're in Tacoma?
Like Clurbin?
Like for like drinks or anything? Like
yeah. A buddy of mine just started a bar like a year and some change ago called Busybody.
Okay.
My studio is actually right above it, so I'm really proud of him. Yeah. There's a really great bar on 6th Street called Field Bar.
Field Bar.
It's owned by this dude named Brian. For us, we discovered it had to do a lot of walking when Lady was pregnant, especially when the baby wouldn't come out. So that you get the fuck out here. You do some walking, and we walked past this place as he was starting, but it was during COVID. It's like natural wine and like really fun, like cool, creative food.
Yeah.
Really small place, but he started like a wine club where he like made a playlist and made a brochure for everything. It was a huge part of our COVID experience, especially, like after having our son where, she could have wine again. And then it was very like these romantic nights of us just like with the fire on and drinking wine and listening to the playlist. Like I have this very like really happy relationship with that time in my life, and he's a big part of that, or that restaurant's a big part of that, so we try to support that. There's a lot popping up now, just because Seattle's become so unachievable for people to do anything like that, like to start a business in Seattle. It's just madness, bro.
Tacoma's got a lot of those McMenamin spots. You ever fuck with those when you're on tour?
Yeah, well, I played the one in Tacoma for my first time. It was really my first time there. It's a cool spot. In general, I think across the board with those places, I kind of wish the food was better.
Okay.
Because it's like one kitchen kind of for like all the restaurants, and even though they're different themes, it's just kind of like a different dress on the same beach,
On the same, Come on now.
I didn't know we could swear on this podcast.
Have you ever been to Devil's Reef in Tacoma?
Yeah, that's right across the street, which is funny because McMenamin's has a tiki bar, and it's nowhere near.
Well, Devil's Reef is like H.P. Lovecraft theme tiki, but it's like H.P. Lovecraft, so it's got like the shipwreck. It's sick, pirate kind of feel. It's dope,
and their food's really good.
I love they got this dog they do. It's like a Portuguese hot dog. Speaking of them dogs, the Portuguese hot dog got a huge Portuguese sausage on it. They do it on like 3 or 4 Hawaiian rolls. Like they get the whole
the king rolls.
Yeah, they get the king rolls. They open them up and it's popping.
Mm-hmm. Popping. Yeah, they got really good food, and they do like single. I never knew much about like tiki drink culture. And so we did this like podcast during COVID, the happy hour thing. I did it on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I did it with this guy that's like a really great mixologist, like cocktail person. He's a liquor rep for like Minden Spirits or whatever they're called now. We did a tiki section, and white people love tiki drink. Like I had no idea that it was like this hidden culture that people love.
There is a bar in Seattle called Inside Passage. Have you heard of Inside Passage?
No.
It's an offshoot from the Roomba Room, so it's on. You have to get reservations. They have like kind of wild food, and their tiki drinks, tiki bar. It looks like you're inside a pirate ship, you know?
That's how this place is.
They have like a rice cooker that's steaming, and that's actually, it's a drink, you know, that looks like a rice cooker.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. They have like a steamy skull. They have all sorts of weird, you know,
the
containers.
Is like, was where I was getting is like the Devil's Reef does these like limited edition like cup releases.
Yes.
That place packs out, dude. And it's just full of like dorky, like, oh, I love my tiki cup. Like it was so weird, but it's cool. I had no idea that was a thing.
My friends are like really good with the owner, and they're always getting the new cups.
Okay, yeah. It's people love them tiki cups.
You're gonna a line of Grieves tiki cups for the tour.
I mean, after I just was like, "Oh, you fucking tiki cups," I doubt I might have lost my tiki.
Buy this tiki cup.
Tiki.
White people love tiki cups.
I had no idea that it was like such a coveted thing, and it was mighty white in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they got the whole like unfortunate tiki torch, like the alt-right were taking tiki torches to march on.
I forgot about that.
And that's not a tiki bar thing. That's a weirdo thing. Well, that's a weirdo thing. Type, tell me.
I think it's a Walmart thing.
Oh,
they just
disavow them, Type.
they have them on an end cap, right?
Yeah, I got some in my shed. I've never used.
Racist party
some citronella fucking torches.
It's the Freaky Tiki Party.
Freaky Tiki Party.
So I'm thinking we're getting kind of to the near the end of this little shindig, this soiree. Anything going on in, I don't know, social settings, public settings, news, anything on your mind that is interesting that you might want to open up a little can of worms before we go?
I mean, everybody and their mom is talking about Spotify right now.
Oh yeah, what's up with Spotify? Because I
mean, I think people just have had enough, right? Like it seems like, you know, I think this year's like earnings have been released for the people that like own Spotify. What's his name? David Eck or something like that.
Yeah,
the Swedish guy. And it's just
he makes more than Bezos, right? It's something like that.
So he makes more than anybody on that, or all the top people combined, I think, on the platform.
Wow.
But like, it's just all I'm seeing right now. I don't think I have like a solid opinion on it. Because there's just like so much that I don't understand about how all that works. I know that it's an algorithm. I think a lot of people do forget that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that they should be paid handsomely just because they make art, and it's like, well, even before that shit, like you didn't get paid unless you were standing down at Westlake fucking forcing people to get this shit, or you got a distribution deal, which you had to put so much money on the line for to print all these, and then a lot of people had to, you know, get them sent back from record stores and shit. So it's like, I don't know, there's just, it seems like there's a lot going on. It also seems like it's a lot of people that have no idea what they're talking about getting into content, you know, because you get paid for saying shit that makes people go, yeah. And a lot of people just jump on bandwagons for no fucking reason now. And I'm also seeing a lot of people kind of frothing at the idea of replacing them with their own manipulative bullshit to figure out. But it does seem like, at least in what social media is showing me right now, that a lot of people are pretty angry with Spotify.
The problem with Spotify is I think it's ubiquitous with a streaming app like Kleenex's for facial tissue. Like I think it's kind of recognized as like the thing.
Yeah, and they're the ones that give you the least, right?
Yeah,
so it'd be like if Kleenex was the worst tissue, but you saw everything.
Who's the one to hold on to if you're trying to get those little nickel and dime?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I you know, if I was to look at my reports, the most money I get is from Spotify,
right?
Because that's where everybody's listening,
right?
Just so if all y'all went over to Apple Music that pays, you know,
a little
seemingly
bit
more, cool. But they get you on some bullshit too, right? Like it's all subscription. It's like they force it on you with the phone. And it's just you'll be unhappy when it's them. You'll be unhappy when it's someone else.
Yeah.
The sound quality is actually better in Apple Music. They have the
FLAAC.
yeah.
Or FLACC.
If you care about that stuff.
Yeah, you know, you can actually, there's a setting on Spotify on your phone that you can turn on high quality streaming as well. In your settings. I called a mixing engineer one time being like,
why does my stuff sound so bad?
Yeah, happened, dude. And he's like, "Oh, you need to turn this on." I was like, "Oh shit."
I think I need to edit these episodes and get them on Spotify directly. Maybe I can make a couple bucks off your name and your name.
I think you should, to be honest.
Close.
I was talking to my battle rapper homie the other day. I was like, "Do you have them battles on Spotify?" He's
Right?
like, no, why? And I was like, why not?
Yeah, I need to do this actually.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, how many episodes you got of this?
Probably, I don't know, we're dozen, maybe 15 episodes.
Yeah, just start putting them up, man, until you catch up, right?
Yeah.
And then just, you know, when they release, you know, on Fridays or whatever your deal is.
Yeah,
just...
it's been a little sporadic lately. I do a lot of other casting lately, so I'm happy to get you guys in. I had to fight last time I got type in. I just started a new podcast the day before, and I was like hella stressed that I was gonna get
How
in
many
trouble.
damn podcasts you have?
Too many. I'm running away from podcasts.
This is actually an intervention.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Dude, everyone's gonna jump out from these curtains back here.
Billy, stop.
I had
You've
this
done
thought
too
the other
much.
day. I don't know if this is a thing or if I actually thought this up. So let me know if you've heard of this before. But
Yeah.
a reverse intervention where like one of your friends goes sober, so you all show up and get them fucked up. Is that
Yeah.
a thing that people do?
I like that.
Save them from being like boring and sober.
I'm sure people do that, but
I
they
had
don't have a name
dark
for it.
thought the other day that was very similar to that, where it was like going on the like proudly sober Instagram pages where they're like, "I'm 65 days sober," and you're just being like, "I've been drunk for 65 days, you dumb bitch," like just to piss in somebody's cereal. But I also just
Well,
I don't.
to be
have-
clear, I actually always am very supportive of people who go that route. Like,
Oh,
that's
100%.
good for you. I mean, yeah, like I saw Shay from Alaska is like a year clean now. I'm always like, great, you look happier, healthier,
Yeah.
love it. So
I
mostly
mean,
joking.
look at Grinch, dude.
Yeah.
Grinch got sober. It's
Right.
the best thing that ever happened
Yeah.
to him.
Oh my
man.
God, that's who we're gonna reverse. That's who we're
Oh,
gonna do.
don't do it.
The
You'll ruin
nicest
his
guy in
life.
Seattle. Yes.
Happy
yes.
drink day
No.
Yes. Reverse intervention
I'm
for
showing
Grinch.
up with a gun if you guys try to do that. I'm fucking.
Dude, I love
His
standing
first
on
sip is
business
gonna be
for
a
Grinch.
bird bath from his clone.
I've drank enough with John to the point where like he ain't got to drink ever again. He's got stories with
Oh yeah,
everybody.
he's done it.
He's one of the few people I've yelled at for drinking. I
Out of our group of friends too.
Yeah,
Wow.
him and Dice are the two people that have been like, the fuck.
Maybe Gomez too.
I've
'cause,
drank
like,
with him and his dad before. Like
Yeah.
Dad's cool too.
Oh, Did you
Yeah.
ever show up to that fucking bar, Goofies?
Goofies, yeah.
God damn
Oh
it,
yeah.
Grinch. If you're that fucking bar, you know it was a bad
I
idea.
puked at Goofies.
Stabbies.
Yeah, I almost got. I was living not too far away. It was like Super Bowl, and he's like, "Come on down." I was like, "You know what? I ain't got shit to do."
Right.
I came on down. 20 minutes later, I got this fucking Argentinian dude trying to stab me, and I'm like, "Why am I fucking here right now, man?"
One night it was me and him, and I think we went to like a high school reunion or something. There was something with his friends, right? And then we went to Goofy's, and then the bars were closed, and then we went back to his house, and we drank with his dad until the Baranov opened up, and we drank there until like noon. And we had so many
You
guest
pulled a
appearances.
all-nighter with his pops.
Well, his dad, the dad was part of like when the bars were down. We drank with Pops until the Baranov opened up, and then we
Which
just
is what, 6 in the morning?
yeah.
Pops, damn,
Yeah,
dude.
2 a.m. hit, and we went back and we drank with Pops till like 4:30, and then we like we took our shit into the parking lot of Baranov and walked right in.
That's a good night.
And we had like there's I don't know if you ever met Chris Marshall. She records Undercat. She's a singer. We're like,
Oh, nice.
it's like the morning, and we're like, come to the bar. She didn't drink. She just showed up to hang out. I think it was so
Oh, she probably
stupid.
hated you guys. You guys
Ah,
were fucking...
she's very positive. It was so stupid though. It was like we should not have been doing this.
No.
And he wasn't even like my drunk friend. When I think of drunk friends you have, he's not even up there.
I never noticed it until I started trying to work with him, like with the greater than stuff. And he would call me at like 11 on a Sunday, hammered, being like, no, I could do it. And you're like, no, I'm not wasting my time or anybody else's time.
Love that guy.
Yeah, no, for real. Like in my head, I think he's like the top Seattle legend in the
Yeah.
hip hop scene.
I'm so
And,
glad he's
the
clean.
dude.
Like just
Huge
because
hip-hop
he
head.
don't need
Yeah.
it.
Like that guy
Yeah.
loves hip hop.
Yeah.
He loves a lot of shit, but
Yeah.
like he's just kind of like an encyclopedia of that shit.
Him and
There's not a
I-
lot of people keeping that alive.
Him and I had like wrestling talks all the time. We were huge
Loves
wrestling
wrestling.
fans. We went to go see Jake the Snake do a comedy set one night. It was
That's
hella
wild.
fun to all his homies. His friends, his high school friends are like the drinking homies too. They're so I love them. I
The
love them.
Frosties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
dude.
love I love the
Yeah.
crew.
I called him one night. I was on tour and we're in a hotel lobby late at night. And sometimes it just takes these fucking people forever to like check you into your room,
Yeah.
even though there's no one there.
Oh.
And there's me and whoever we're with in the touring party, and then there's these two other guys, and they're really nice, and we're just like chopping it up, and they're like, yeah, we had a big event here, blah 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 blah, down at the like convention center or something. I was like, oh, sick. And we were like talking, and then at the end I was like, what was your guys' thing? And they're like, oh, we're the Briscoe brothers.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, all right, bet. And then I called Grinch. I was like, who's the Briscoe brothers? He's like,
Yeah.
oh man. And he was like super stoked. He's like, you just like hanging out with the Briscoe brothers? I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we're hanging out, but we shot the shit in a hotel lobby for like 20 minutes.
They are like some real ass dudes too.
They were so nice.
Yeah.
They were so cordial and like
Yeah.
kind.
One I think it was Mark Briscoe passed away.
Yeah. Grinch
Yeah.
sent me the
Yeah.
thing when that happened.
Yeah. Rest in peace. If you ever hang out with Undertaker,
Oh yeah. I would know that one. Not that I think I'd even know what he looks like now, but yeah, him or Kane, I'll let you know, man.
Before we wrap up,
yeah.
one more time.
Yeah.
Our guy Grieves is going on tour, Out Cold tour,
Yes.
with Horror Show, an act you will see probably for the first time and maybe only time ever in the States.
Well, he's
Australian
got a
hip-hop.
visa for 6 years, so hopefully not.
No, hopefully
Okay.
not. Maybe. Well, no, it's your only chance. Buy the tickets now.
Yeah, get it right now.
Get him now.
Turn that visa up.
Street Sweepers. It starts on the 31st in Whistler. It goes to Vancouver, February 2nd. On the 6th, Spokane. 8th, right here in Seattle, Washington. Prior to that, the 7th, PDX and Acropolis is where we're playing there with the buffet.
Get the fuck out of here.
Boys
McMiniman
Adams as well.
spot actually we're playing.
Okay.
Oh, nice. All right,
Yeah.
that's fun. The one with the good menu.
No, I don't even know
You
if they
guys-
serve food. I think it's just a venue.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
cool.
one
It's like
might be
Mission Theater.
above because it doesn't serve food.
I feel like
I'm
they
gonna
should
get
call
an
it.
email that's like, you're no longer playing.
That's Meow Wolf Jr. is what we should call that place. The 12th in Boise, 13th in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Gonna sell out. Denver at 14th.
Positive
Valentine's Day.
affirmations.
Get over to Marigold.
The Marigold, that's going to be the after party.
Private
right?
No
date with
pre-party.
Grieves.
You're going to have a
Pre-party.
little date with your boy.
Yeah.
One-on-one with Grieves.
Don't show up if you're not invited to the date, though. That's weird shit.
If
Yeah.
you get that experience and bring cat food, Grieves will eat it.
With your
Straight
mom.
up.
Let's go.
After that, Fort Collins on the 15th. Santa Fe. Meow Wolf on the 16th. Durango the 18th.
Yep.
Tucson the 20th. Phoenix the 21st. 22nd San Diego. And for his birthday. So if you're going to go to one show, everyone should go and show up and bring cat food for Grieves.
Los Angeles.
In
I'll be
Los
fully
Angeles.
transparent. This is the least amount of tickets on the whole tour that we have sold is in Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
So you
On your
better go-
birthday.
Go
Step it
buy
up,
them
LA.
tickets, or I think I might
Step
just
it up.
cancel that fucking show and get drunk and go to Disneyland.
Ooh.
Mm.
Disneyland. You ever fuck with those turkey legs at Disneyland?
I've only been to Disneyland once.
Yeah. I've been twice, and I've almost bought a ticket to Disneyland just to go in and get the turkey leg.
It's really.
Because I'm dumb. I love it though. I love it.
I mean, I like a turkey leg. I
Yeah.
like a Ren Fair for the very
Yeah,
same reason.
I was down there in Anaheim, and I was like, I don't have time to do Disney, but I could go in and get the turkey leg. It's gonna cost me $130.
because of the ticket.
The
I was
ticket,
like,
yeah.
ain't no way a turkey leg.
I was like, I kind of want to do it.
What you got to do is like, what, you got like 90,000 followers on YouTube or something
Yeah,
like that.
tell the
You
kids.
you just got to see if anybody's in there at the time
Yeah.
and come and meet you at the gate with that turkey
I
leg.
thought about like if I knew anybody that worked there too, that could get me one and drop it off at
Dude,
the
just
hotel.
start running a stick along the fence. Be like,
Man.
hey, kid, go give me a turkey leg in
Ooh,
there.
man, I know better. I should have done
You
that.
can do it, and then you just film it, and then bam, you just got your turkey leg paid
It kills me that I didn't think of that.
It's all right, man. You
Damn
got
it.
now.
I'm sloughing.
He's full of good ideas.
I love
Dude,
it.
the man of the people,
Thank
dude.
you. Grieves Out Cold Tour.
Yeah, man. The
You guys Google
third
it.
year. Third
Yeah.
year in a row.
Yeah.
Get your
And-
VIP tickets and get your tote bag and your autograph poster.
And your sketchy semi-permanent tattoo.
Yes. I gotta look up semi-permanent tattoos. 'cause
Yeah, I
this
don't
is-
even know if it's a thing, but that's what it said.
This is interesting.
There's no
And-
CA prop warning on it either, so we're good.
Type, anything new with you want to talk about with the kids?
No, man, just happy to be back. Happy to be around fam.
Yeah.
It's great to have a conversation with you guys as always,
I-
Bill.
I want to say something before
Yeah.
we leave. I love you. I've known you forever. I attribute to most like what I'm doing to you, just because I don't think I ever really had the balls to do it. And
He's
you-
like, this guy's doing
you
it.
got
He's
balls.
a joke.
You got
So
balls
I'm
for
gonna do it
days.
too.
well, no, you know, people probably think we're like a really like unexpected pair, right? But like so much of what I've accomplished is because he said, yeah, like you should do it, right?
Yeah.
We met on
Um,
MySpace, and he met me at the Denny's bar in Ballard, and I was wearing a Ronald Reagan mask.
Drinking fucking
First
scotch
meet.
out of a pint glass
Yes.
with a straw through the mask, and,
And the only other patron was a pregnant lady there that was getting housed too. That was my
she was
favorite
talking
bar.
shit to me the whole
Yeah,
time.
she's like, "You shouldn't be here," and you're like,
Yeah,
I shouldn't be here."
God bless her.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
We used to fuck that place up. We loved that Denny's bar. We
Dude,
made
they
that
went
our
straight
place.
up full pint glass. Are we off? It looks
Yeah.
like we're off.
Yeah, well, though this is
Oh.
this we're still good. This
Okay.
is I should have made this 40 minutes longer.
Yeah, that place is crazy, dude. But anyways, so much of what I've accomplished, I probably wouldn't have if you weren't like a sounding board or like at least like a positive reinforcement. So I love you very
I
much.
appreciate you, bro.
And you know, as we get older, like you're on the other side of the world now and you're killing it. Like I love talking about how successful you've become, like with what you're doing, because you've always had one of those brains to me that was just like, how the fuck can he just doesn't quit, right? Like he doesn't stop. He's always on. He can write a verse in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just like you know, I like idolized that or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm stoked that you're coming back, dude.
I'm stoked too.
Um,
I'm excited to come home. It's home.
Because I want my kid to get to know you. And I'm stoked that you're coming back.
Hell
So
yeah.
I
Love you,
love
man.
you. And I'm glad that you were here because my life has just been pulling me in all sorts of directions. And you've been here for like 2 weeks and I haven't really had a chance to see you. So
All good. This is a perfect place and time. You said it publicly on the record now. He likes me.
and I think it's important for people, watching and shit to know that like you gotta at least try to make some time for your homies. And like the older you get, the more it feels like you're drifting apart. But it's like if
Yeah.
you don't make an effort or I don't know, just tell your homie you love him.
Yeah.
Make a memory. Make a moment.
Yeah.
Could be at a grief show with VIP tickets. Just
As corny as that
Right there.
is, like for a way to end, like I
Yeah.
don't have any like clone
Yeah.
dick sucking stories or
Mm.
anything like that. I just think
It ain't
that
always about that.
I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's like not. I mean, you're definitely like reinforcing that idea right now, but it's like
clone dick sucking. We're just like,
I would think about
that
sucking.
might be the only thing I haven't searched for.
Dude, I bet we've been talked about it so much now that your phones are listening that you're just gonna
yes.
get some wild shit when
Yes.
you open up Instagram.
Step clone,
dude.
I'm stuck in the dishwasher.
Step
Oh,
clone.
It's
damn
fucking
it.
crazy.
Love you, man.
I love you
Yeah.
too.
Kill it on the tour. I know you always leave it out on the stage.
Billy, also with you. Thank you for having me on, man. You've
Yeah,
been a
thank you for
staple in the
coming.
scene for 20 fucking years. You're a legend. Everywhere I go, like when you were in my What It Do video, there's probably more comments in that video about holy shit, Billy the Fridge than there are like good song, dude. Like
I was so fucking cool. It was so fun. I love the whole shoot. The video is so good. I'm so happy to be a part of it. I love when people message me and say, "Oh, you were in the Grieves What to Do video." I'm like, yeah. Well.
yeah, and I get how the fuck did you get Billy the Fridge? And it's like, that's my dog.
Worst thing was I woke up late for that shit.
And nobody cared that
Yeah,
day.
it worked. I felt so. I was like, oh, I hope I didn't miss this. I hope I didn't miss this.
No, we front is serious. And then when you get there, we're like,
yeah, it worked out. But I was bummed when I woke up and looked at my clock, and I was like, motherfucker. I'm just that type of guy. I'm better now, but I used
Billy
to be.
the Fridge time.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry.
But I want to thank you, and what you were saying to type. Like the reason I'm really want to do this is to get back with people who I ain't talked to in a while and just reconnect. Like it is important. So
I haven't done a podcast in a really long time. I did that one with my friend Mike Squires on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And I was kind of being stubborn. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it. So he like came to me and like really made it happen. But other than that, I don't think I've really done a podcast. Like this is probably like, and this is substantially longer than that one was.
Yeah.
This is a good way to like show your fans authentically who you are too. It's nice. We're just talking. This is how we talk.
We try and be funny. Try and like have a little laughs. Also talk a little bit about business.
When it's just us, no camera, I just talk about his tour dates. That is completely normal.
If you're a young like musician, you can listen to this and pick up little jewels along the way too.
Yeah, and I've always like humored the idea of like trying to make YouTube videos to be like, hey, because we do so much ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I learned just out of necessity. Like, I don't have the money for this shit, so I'm gonna learn how to do it myself. I'm also like technologically, I just really like that stuff. So I've always wanted to like make videos, but I don't like making videos, right? So it's like it's always been this hard spot. But you've done the opposite, man. You've been really good with the videos, and you've really killed it. And it's a cool thing to see that like you don't have to be one thing.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, you know.
I've blown up in a lot of different areas for a lot of different things, and I think I'm almost like that jack of all trades, master of none thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can relate to that.
And it's cool. I love it. I love when someone meets me in the streets and like I'm not exactly sure why they're excited to meet me when they meet me. I'm hoping it's not like one of two things. I'm like, oh, there's some dirty shit. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but you can laugh that shit off too.
Oh yeah.
Because you have so many roads, like just a one-way road leads to one place, man. So if you can like open it up and build a, kind of like a web.
I just think it's cool that, everybody does cool shit, and I want to talk about cool shit with cool people, and that's literally
it's hard.
I'm happy to have
cool
y'all
shit
here.
at this age too, man.
Is
it's
it?
like I feel like I'm
tired right now. Already.
Every day, man. I'm worried if my cool shit fucking tank is running out.
Well, see, I just do cool shit for older people now. Like I got to leave here. I got another show I'm doing, and it's like I'm gonna go do that, and it's my other cool shit. Is
it called The Blue Pill? Is that the name of that podcast?
Okay, so
The Blue Chew with Billy the Fridge.
I got a blue pill on me.
Rock hard,
dude.
Blue Chew. Do you?
You weren't cranking lines of that during what you got? What you doing later? Well, you just
how
rock
often
around?
you popping off?
I'm going to Taco Tuesday with my sister and her kid.
Why do you have a boner pill? Why?
You never know. It's Taco Tuesday.
Hey yo,
Damn,
Billy,
man. In case I run into my clone.
I know he'll get one. I know he's got one for me. For those of you who are here and for some reason maybe aren't familiar with Billy's music, by the way, he is one of the best multi-syllable rappers I've ever heard in my life. And he has a new record out called God Complex.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's free on Spotify and it won't pay him a motherfucking thing. So
yeah, David Eck is buying glizzies with that money.
And when you say multi-syllable rapper, I'm not like a total fucking nerd with it.
No, he is.
But
no, really, I mean, I'm a massive Louis Logic fan. To me, and to me, it's for that reason. And he, when I do songs with you, he's like, send me new stuff with Billy. He's a fan of yours.
Yeah, that's
you're
awesome.
an excellent writer.
Dude, I'll never forget when you heard my little brown friends pitching the clown tent.
Yes.
You're like,
Lou is awesome.
He is amazing.
Alrighty.
All right,
That's
yeah,
boys.
it.
man, that
Big
fucking
Chillin.
does that.
Yeah, this has been another episode of Big Chillin. You can find me at Billy the Fridge. You guys want to do the ads?
Grieves, and then anywhere else, Grieves Music. If I ask you for money, it ain't me.
And is greedmusic.com have concert tickets? Like if they go to the website, they can figure out
grievesmusic.com, or like even if
greevesmusic.com.
if you're going to my YouTube channel, I think that they populate everywhere now except for like Facebook.
You got the OF up there or what? What's
dude? I got some okay feet.
I got an OF. I got an OF.
I don't think the dick would bring the money in.
Yeah, I don't put
I
that on there. I just have it so I have the name parked in case,
Oh, for real?
I got the OF.
shit.
I think I made like $40 off of it, and that's without.
Wait.
I put a couple of pictures. Like I got one picture of me covered in candy.
Oh
Sick.
shit! I'm about to sub. How much is it per month?
$4.99.
He like 40 bucks. I got one dude.
I'm gonna pay the 1 month and then screenshot everything and then unsubscribe.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Could you do non-sexual shit on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do whatever
Just
you
give
want.
bad financial advice on OnlyFans.
You could, yeah. I need to actually do that. I need to do a financial podcast on my OF.
Dude.
So you've given me
Only
$4.99.
finance. This is only finance.
Here's my first advice. Stop doing shit like
So
that.
I'm gonna take this $4.99. I'm gonna buy a house, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take that house and turn it into 6 houses. Now I
go.
have 7 houses.
Let's go.
Dude. Let's do it.
Casamigo,
We're gonna be so
flipping. All right, guys. Thank you for watching Big Chillin'. We're back again, hopefully sooner than later.